This is our 2009 Winter Sports Banquet.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to acknowledge and welcome, especially acknowledge our special guest. First of all, if you played basketball for us this year, stand up. Y'all give them a big round of applause. Stand to your feet. If you were the coaches of the basketball team, please stand up and be recognized. If you played soccer for us this season, please stand up and be recognized. If you are the coaches, maybe we're standing up already. If you volunteered at any time throughout this season to help us out, please stand up and be recognized. Y'all give them a big round of applause. All right. I want to make sure we honor both our chaplains, Chaplain Kennan. You'll hear from Chaplain Kennan just a little while he closes us up. But the chaplain, can you just stand up? Just a little bit. He puts the ties up. About 8 years ago, he saw fit to come up to the rec center down when the hood was the hood, and it was really bad. And just said, we're going to just, I'm going to dig in with you, and we're going to see that 8 years later that we have days like this when we can bring down special guests and that we don't have to hear gunshots while it's going on, that type of thing. Chaplain Nancy Gary, you met her earlier. You'll hear more from her later. Many of y'all may not know, but in our presence we have one of our council people, was the former vice mayor and now councilwoman Hester. One time she was the only woman on there, but councilwoman Hester, y'all gonna hear from her in just a while. Please stand up. Y'all give her a big round of applause. If y'all clap real loud, we can get it down here again. Outstanding.
Who we have today is Councilwoman Dawn Systems Hester. She is just a wonderful, wonderful person.
Good afternoon, everybody. I know that you all are excited about the season coming to a close and having a successful soccer season and basketball season. Did I say the women? The women in the basketball?
We didn't have girls.
Okay, that's okay. We'll work on that. We will. But gentlemen, congratulations on your season. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, just a few highlights from the video. I hope I'm not biased. Youth Survival Seminar is coming up in August. That is my favorite time of year. It's in August 8 to 16. But you can go to EOVBAA.com to sign up. Register your children. Please send them to us. It's a lovely night for them. And also football cheerleading sign-ups.
And we got a couple of things accomplished this season. But all in all, it was a great season. If you were a parent, one of my parents or one of my children, you please stand up. One of the kids, you please stand up for a second, just a second. If your child is standing up here, please stand.
Yay!
Before you could really be a good sport in winning, you know, we had to swallow a little pride and be able to make it through, you know, through the tough times in that area. And the Lord was telling me, you know, when I came up here, what I was to say, and He said, do not despise small beginnings, because this is my first season with the Aces, and it's an exciting time for me. And I, like the councilwoman, am one that's very shy, and I don't like to be out in the forefront. And you know what a coach usually is one that's out there and aggressive and loud and stuff. And the Lord is developing me in this area. And some of my parents might think that I needed to be more outspoken, but you know, I believe that the Lord is developing me in this. But it's not about me; it's about the children. Right. And the thing that's very important, you know, I consider this season to be very successful because of the fact that we held a standard. We held a standard when we went out there.
We were like, you know, yeah, that's great. We kind of eat each other's off, you know. Sometimes I sit down and he'd give up, and sometimes I get all excited. I sit down, I have to sit down, he'd jump up. So we kind of tag team. So I want to say we had an awesome team this year, and I'm glad to honor these guys. And I want to say this about these guys. Before the season was over, I said something to these guys that I really meant. I said, you know, this is not about basketball. This is really about life.
Yes.
I said, we're not just coaching you guys and trying to win. Because how many know we want to win? That's awesome. Okay, guys, I wanted to say this is an awesome team right here. Amen. Can we give them a big hand? These guys are awesome.
Okay, it didn't matter which leg he kicked.
he would, I mean, you better watch out. Matter of fact, he's the one that kind of hurt Nia at practice. You know? Yeah, and how he even hurt Javier. And Javier is a Pro Bowler. You know, so that's how powerful his kick was. I mean, and he scored a multitude of times.
You can imagine, and all the kids, they all played and went down to a shootout right at the end. I've never witnessed one of those where they line up each of the the best kickers, and they kick through and right smack at the goalie. Michael was the goalie. He blocked what he needed to get, but at the end, after everybody shot, it came down to one last kick, and it was actually Michael's kick. And Michael put it in the goal, and I mean, everybody was at the edge of their seat. I mean, it was, how many of you were there? I mean, was it the most exciting moment? I mean, come on, man. I mean, it was a rush. So, I mean, but come on. Why don't everybody just stand and just shout for the season? Everybody just stand up and shout. One of the scriptures, I'm going to, just as they're doing this, it makes, bring this collection up. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. Can you just say that? I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. Can you say that one more time? I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. You see, there is nothing impossible, amen, with God. Nothing. Nothing is impossible. And one of the things that really got me, you see, we talk about failure sometimes as if it's un-American. But you're never a failure unless you quit and unless you give up. And what Ms. Hester said about failure is part of the growing process to improve. And, there is no reason why, if we just stick with it, even the things that we're not good at, but is necessary to do, with Jesus Christ, with God in us, nothing is impossible.